I feel
Looks
tough.
like you're ready to go get your true love.
Good Wesley. I am. I need my true love. My true love. Okay, my true love sometimes is food, Tim. What are we cooking today?
Well, and I got to say, so in case you're wondering, you should hopefully know what this is. We're dressed like
The Princess Bride.
One of my favorite movies of all time. And I have to say, the reason that it's so near and dear to me, I was homesick when I was a kid. I remember I was homesick. I wasn't feeling well. My mom went out to the grocery store, and I remember she got home, and this is back before even Netflix, kids. This is before even Blockbuster, so there was like Dave's Video Rental, the one that had the swinging doors for the over 21. I wasn't sure what was back there.
Yep.
But my mom brought home a movie, and she said, hey, I brought you home a movie. It's Princess Bride. I was like...
And at first you're like, Mom,
I was like, Princess
no.
Bride? Oh, Mom, why? She's like, it's got Andre the Giant. I was like...
I'm sold.
Okay, maybe I will watch that.
Yeah.
And then I remember it's been one of my favorite movies of all time.
You've been hooked ever since.
Ever
and
since.
I told you, I've cut bits and pieces over the years, but I think this is one, because so many people love it so much, I really just need to take the time. No, kids,
you got to sit down. My girls love it.
Really watch it
Here's
from
the
start
thing
to
about it. If you
finish.
haven't seen it, it's a comedy, it's action, it's a love story.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Everything all in
So many great
one.
actors. So, all right.
Okay.
So we're making six-fingered hamburger pockets.
Ooh.
So started with just a little pizza dough here. You can buy some flat dough if you need to, or you can make your own at home. This is just easy. And if you don't want to make it 6 fingers, you can make it 5 fingers. Put a little ketchup on it. Looks like blood. Great for Halloween. So first thing I'm going to do, we're just going to carve out a little pouch here for my to be my hand, and a second to match it on this side. Perfect.
Have you done this before, or is this a new one?
This is new for Indy Style, and I did it, and the kids really liked it. But I did it for the show. So what I've got going is, and this is easy too. You can do little pockets like this, and you don't have to put fingers on them. The great thing about the fingers is that the kids like those because they pull them off and use them as breadsticks. So I've just browned in some ground beef, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add, and this is going more how I normally roll here, just some garlic powder. Let's take a little black pepper, and we'll get some black pepper on there. Turn that up a little bit. And so some black pepper, and then this is actually a mix of like all the leftover burger seasonings that I have at home.
Just throw them all together.
I all put them in a big container. Every time they're about low, I just combine them. And so this is a whole bunch of like Montreal steak seasoning. There was some Bubs, if you've ever had Bubs up in Carmel.
Oh,
I had some Bubs
good,
seasoning.
right?
Yeah, so we're just going to put a little bit of that in those burgers, and we're just getting those browned up. It's just really simple. This is a simple, easy to do recipe that you can do with your kids at home. They're going to like it. They can join in.
Yeah.
So as we're browning that, I've got my pockets ready, and we also would have to do our fingers. So we'll roll out a couple fingers here in a second. But first, we're going to add a little bit of cheese to that pocket. And what burger wouldn't be right without some pickles? And then, I'll tell you what.
You know, I think this is so great, though, because a lot of people, you know, maybe staying home this Halloween and doing things a little bit differently. So have some fun, make some memories, get in the kitchen.
Exactly. You know,
food.
this is a year that's going to be obviously different. This is kind of the theme for, well, 2020. It's a little different, but that doesn't mean you can't have fun. And, you know, as I'm doing this, I'll kind of talk about, you know, obviously, you know, if you are going out, follow the CDC's guidelines. As a firefighter, that's something that we're pushing. We're talking about the guidelines, how to do it, make sure that you're doing it safe. Something I saw that's a great idea. If you're going to have trick-or-treaters, 6-foot tube, PVC tube, on a ladder down to a step ladder, and you can drop the candy down to the kids. So it's a safe way to do it. There's a lot of fun ways. You know, I think we were talking, there's just a lot of different ways that we can kind of do stuff this year with Halloween the way it is.
I think it's a really good perspective to have. Instead of focusing on the things we can't do, really think about the things that we can do now that maybe we have the opportunity.
You know, I've
we can't
spent
do other
more
things.
time, and I think probably people are like this. Having 5 daughters, I've spent more time with my kids this year doing stuff with Teresa, my wife, like, and so with all the negative and terrible things that are out there, I try to focus on that positive.
Right.
And so let's have some fun this Halloween, even with everything and crazy in the world. But back to the recipe. So a little ketchup, a little mustard.
Okay. Put that top on.
Put the top on.
Smash it down.
Smash it. And then what we do is, and these are a little stubby finger here, but we'd roll out our fingers with our dough. 6 of them. Once we have 6 fingers on here, we're going to place them in the oven at 400 for about 15 minutes is all it takes.
Okay. And you got one ready for us?
Yeah.
All right.
So, and they're kind of nice because
oh, that's fun.
So they look just like they could either be 6-fingered man or the nice thing is too, they're great for Halloween. Like I said, you throw a little ketchup on them. It can look like little mummy hands,
That's
but the
cute.
kids really like them because they like to pull off
Oh, pull off the fingers.
the fingers
I love
and eat
it.
the breadsticks. So
That's perfect.
they
there
love
you
them.
go.
And I normally do also sprinkle a
Yeah.
little bit of salt just on top of the.
Okay, so you get a little
Or
extra
sesame
flavor.
seeds, yeah.
Put this on your list for tonight. For sure, Tim, you're sticking around. I know you're sticking around the whole show,
yeah.
so more with